Happy homecoming and happy game day, Utah fans. Bill Riley and Scott Mitchell with you with our game day keys and the keys to today's game against Washington State from just outside the Eccles Alumni House on Alumni and Homecoming weekend. Scott, the Utes come home today for what they hope to be a bounce-back game. Washington State also hoping for a bounce-back game today. Both are 0-1. Both started out with tough losses. Utah's last week at the Coliseum, and they face another air raid team today in Washington State.
Yeah, it's not a good matchup for Utah, but Utah has to slow the game down, and they need to do it in 3 areas, and then they need to hope it rains. We've got to slow them down with a little rain. All right, the number one thing is the DBs cannot get beat deep. They cannot give up the big play. They did it last year at Washington State, and I guarantee you Mike Leach is looking at USC's film, and he's licking his chops. He's going to take shots down the field, cannot give up a big play. This one may be the hardest one, and that is Kyle Whittingham may have to go away from his 4-man rush and actually rush 3, I know, and drop 8.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. The earth could be ending. Like, the world's ending if this happens, but it just keep everything in front of you. Make them go on long drives if they're going to go, and they're going to make mistakes. They're not. Washington State's not going to just march down the field consistently all game against a really athletic Utah defense. And then the third thing is you got to be able to run the ball on offense and slow the game down.
Well, the other thing Utah's got to do when they run the ball on offense is score touchdowns when they get in the red zone. Last week, they were right on the doorstep at the end of the half. Field goals don't generally beat Wazoo, do they?
They don't, and you really have to have the mindset when you're in the red zone. It's 4-down territory every single time, no matter what the down and distance is. Utah's not going to win this game kicking field goals. It's an absolute must, and that requires maybe a little bit more aggression in the play calling in the red zone. And then the final thing that needs to happen this week, the O-line has got to come together. I don't know what they have to do. Maybe they don't feed them for 4 or 5 days, get these guys mad, angry. There's too many guys just coming free, and there's not a consistent effort both in the run and the pass game.
So slow down that air raid. Be able to run the football a little bit if you're Utah, and of course get good play up front and score in the red zone. Those are your game keys for Utah and Washington State tonight. It's an 8 o'clock start time from Rice-Eccles. Scott and I will be on the air with Tom Hackett at 8 with the radio broadcast. We'll see you at Rice-Eccles Stadium and hope for a big W for the Utes. For Scott Mitchell and for Utah Athletics, I'm Bill Riley with your game.